It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, September 2nd, 2021 at 7 a.m. And we've got a little bit different intro this week. It is Bomber Football Week 2021 season. And XL7 is going to be at all the ball games this year. Bob Recknwald right here. Scooter, sit. 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 Oh, come on. The director.
You see what I got to deal with every Friday night.
Every Friday.
Well, tell us about every Friday night.
It's worse on Friday. PM Friday. Hey, it is Harrison Week.
It is Harrison Week.
Ladies and gentlemen, day 4, Harrison Week. Thursday.
Right.
7th, 8th, and 9th grade travel to Harrison today to take on the Goblins at their home. Tomorrow night, the Goblins will be here to take on the Bombers at our home.
Yes, sir.
I expect it'll be a standing room only crowd. Absolutely. The weather's supposed to be perfect unless something has changed in the last 12 hours.
I think you're correct. I think we have perfect weather.
It's going to be nice, no rain in sight. I think it's going to be somewhere around 80 degrees at kickoff time. On the field, it's going to be a little bit warmer for the guys, but let me tell you, I think this group of young men, they're pumped. They're ready to go. I know Coach Aries got his staff pumped and ready to go. And there's a little behind-the-scenes grill right there because Coach Aries used to be a Goblin coach.
Right.
And I think there's some want to right there.
You think?
We'll just call that want to. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just call it want to. XL7 TV's been bringing Bomber football since 2005. Back in those days, it was a tape or a DVD that was done and then played on Saturday. For at least I think the last 10 years we've been doing those games live. Up until last year we would do only the home games and then we would go over to Yellville and do their games because the travel was really there wasn't much reason for the travel. Last year with COVID, because we knew there would be a lot of people at home that could not travel or would not travel for whatever reason, we made the decision to take the trips, and we did. We're glad we did.
And it worked out well.
We know the viewing public is glad we did because we had lots of views every week. And
from all over the country.
From all over. We've had all over the country since day one,
yeah.
But we've had lots of local views. Moms and dads that couldn't make the trip because they want to expose. But we have viewers from, I have a very faithful viewer from the U.S. Virgin Islands that watches every week. We've got folks in Seattle, Washington, Spokane, Washington, Chicago, Illinois, Washington, D.C. We even had a person comment to us last year that they were watching from a naval ship.
Wow.
Very cool.
Online.
So the schedule this
had to
week,
get up at some ungodly time in the morning to watch it, but
still,
we still are there. And
so 6 o'clock you get your pregame.
Pregame starts at 6 o'clock. Trying something a little bit new this year. We're gonna do kind of a preview of the area ball teams because believe it or not, there is football other than just Mountain Home. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to have a conversation with Coach Steve Airy, and then we'll wrap it up with the game of the night, which is this week is Harrison, and we'll talk about the starting lineups and get things lined out for that. We are very excited to have several restaurants in town that are showing the games each week, which is Brick Oven Pizza, the Antler up in Gainesville, Parkview Pizza over in Flippin, the Back 40, Live Edge, Big Creek, the Elks Club. I believe the Elks Club is closed this week due to some maintenance things that they got going on. Who else did we got
arena?
there? We have the arena.
Big Creek.
I said Big Creek.
Fujiyama.
And Fujiyama. That's the last one that we picked up.
The Antler?
I talked about the Antler.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we said twice.
We are excited that those restaurants have decided to come on board and show those games live. For folks that don't want to go sit in the stands, they can come enjoy an adult beverage or just a meal that they want to do. And
right, slice pizza at some of them.
And we'll bring this up on the screen. You can watch on YouTube. High def, it's a 1080p, beautiful picture.
Right.
Now, this is what the logo looks like. This is Hometown Television on YouTube. When you see K26 XL7, that's us.
Right. That's the way we watch it. We go to YouTube.
The options for watching is free antenna TV, no doubt, which is 26.1 if you have a digital television. Suddenlink, which is channel 22. The new Redder channel
21.
is 21. We have officially, and I will give the channel number today, we are officially on Next. I
Very
watched
good.
it last night, and we are channel 40 on the Next network.
We're
Channel
right there.
40.
Okay, NEXT Channel 40, right? Is that all across the region?
That's if their next network, wherever they're next by NAEC, it's channel 40.
All right.
Now, if you're watching down around Marshall or Mountain View, whatever, we are on that cable network down there, and I don't know the channels, but we do have viewers from down there too.
Yeah.
They just like Friday high school football, and they'll watch Mountain Home because we are on television. So
Very nice.
we enjoy it. We've been doing it a long time. We continue to do it, and hope you get an opportunity to watch. Of course, the best thing for you to do is go sit in the stands and watch the Bombers in person. And Scooter knows we've been up there Friday nights, and there'll be folks out there with their phones so they can catch the instant replays. So they'll watch the game, and then they'll watch their phone. And they'll watch the game, then they'll watch their phone.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
So what we
It's
used to
pretty
do, we'd
neat.
go to Bush Stadium, take a radio so we were play-by-play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tune in tomorrow night, 6 o'clock pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff.
But you also have the coach here tomorrow, 7:15.
We'll have Coach Airy here tomorrow morning for a little while. Then we're going to have Coach Daves, the volleyball coach, come on after him. And it's just fun.
Right.
Fun.
And when Sheriff Montgomery gets here, we'll talk a little bit about the involvement of kids in sports activities and how it reduces,
Reduces his stress, I bet. So it's a good thing. We are going to do something a little bit different this
What's
year during the pregame, probably during the pregame. We are going to have a trivia. Anybody watching that can answer a trivia question, if they can just type in on, is it Facebook or YouTube? Facebook.
Facebook.
They go Facebook Live. They can make a comment to answer the question. We have some gift cards from Vexus Boats. They've been gracious enough to give us those to give away, and we're going to do that.
Wow.
Tomorrow at halftime, there's going to be a big presentation of they're going to recognize some individual state winners of their sport, such as girls wrestling individuals will be recognized. Is that right? And then they're not going to do the teams.
They're going to recognize.
They're going to recognize them, but not going to present their rings at the time. There's going to be, I believe it's cross country, and several different sports are going to get recognized for. They're not doing cross country.
I think all they do is wrestling.
Just going to do wrestling. Okay. Well, that'll happen at the halftime, and then we're going to have the mayor come up and visit with us a little bit during halftime tomorrow.
Very good.
Yeah.
We'll stick around. We'll discuss more when the chef gets here.
All right.
We're going to
Sounds
do a
good.
quick intro. We're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing. 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby, Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza in front of Anytime Fitness. Brewed Awakening is the very best coffee in town. Stop by here, have coffee with us sometime. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive. Mike and his staff do a very good job to get you the very best coffee in town. Mochas, lattes, frappuccinos, you name it, they can get it. Espresso shots,
Yes, sir.
the whole 9 yards, along with cinnamon rolls, muffins, scones, and turnovers. Be sure to visit Brewed Awakening Coffee today. If you want the best coffee in town, go to Brewed Awakening. They'll even grind you some beans so you can have it at home and enjoy Brewed Awakening coffee in your own coffee pot. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and his staff do a great job to bring you the best coffee in town. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day. With all respect, Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. It's not an easy job, but they do it very, very well, both in Arkansas and Western Tennessee. With all our respect, it's how they do business on a daily basis. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, today as we visit with Baxter County Sheriff John Montgomery, let us not forget how blessed we are in north central Arkansas to have law enforcement that truly cares for its people. To some, the police are the enemy, and that's because some people, they think they're either above the law or smarter than law enforcement. But our police work 24/7 dealing with domestic violence, medical, car wrecks, welfare checks, and crimes such as murder and burglary. This year on Thanksgiving and Christmas days, these law enforcement people will be in uniform and on duty. So let's ease up a bit and give our police some slow days. It's easy. Follow the law. Very simple. Just follow the law. God gave us 10 printed laws in Exodus chapter 20. If we were to abide by God's commands, life would be so much easier, especially for the police. Restore our common sense. Let us be smart enough not to break the law. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
Do, 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 do.
Whoa, not bad. Whoa.
Not bad.
Not
Okay.
bad. It was super
Morning weather brought to you
duper.
by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. The website retiretoarkansas.net. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. It's time to take a peek at the White River. That's
beautiful.
not bad. A little bit of fog down on the river like yesterday. A little bit more towards the bridge. A little bit there at the baseball park. Not as much in the city of Cotter up on the hill, but still a beautiful shot this morning. Wow.
Yes, it is. I like them clouds.
It's going to be a beautiful sunrise there. And you're looking, the camera's actually in Marion County, Arkansas. And the fog, of course, on the White River, the 62-412 bridge on the left side of the screen. As you see the river separate the two counties, Baxter from Marion, over in Cotter, Arkansas.
Right.
And,
Beautiful area.
Huh?
Beautiful
Oh, it
area.
is. I love going down to Cotter
In the spring.
Springs and watch the kids swing off the rope. Down on the lower right-hand side of the frame there, you will see a little camera icon. You click on that, and it'll take a still frame of the live web page, or the live webcam, I should say. Then you can share it with family, friends, or share it on any device you've got and enjoy it all throughout the day. While you're at retiredarkansas.net, be sure to check out all the listings with the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, both in Arkansas and Missouri. All of the MLS numbers are in there for this MLS service area. The Z Team's ready to go to serve you in both states, from Gainesville to Mountain View, Missouri, to Mountain View, Arkansas, back over to Marshall, and all points in between. Give them a call, 870-405-0793, the award-winning Z Team. Multiple awards, the two most prestigious awards in the Century 21, in the Century 21 Corporation. Some people have never seen the awards, and they
Right.
get it 2 years in a row, back-to-back, for outstanding customer service before and after the sale. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. The Z Team, 870-405-0793. Realtors you recommend to a friend. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Right now, 66 in Mountain Home, 67 in Harrison, 65 in Batesville, 66 at Yellville, 68 at Marshall, 63 in Salem. Woo, wow. 68 at Mountain View, 63 at West Plains, around the region. Springfield, 68. Poplar Bluff at 63. Look at St. Louis, 57 degrees. But Watford City, North Dakota, 63 degrees. It's warmer up there than St. Louis. Wow.
Right.
Checking the radar, we got a line of showers from Minnesota down to El Paso, Texas. You can see it in the Dakotas and across Nebraska and Kansas and over into Texas, not much into Oklahoma. And you see the remnants over here. I'll scoot this over. This is the remnants of the hurricane that came through, giving a lot of grief to New England people. Gives them something to fuss about up there anyway.
Like they already don't. Yeah.
Not near the grief it gave South Louisiana, I can
Well, I
promise you
heard
that.
that. Ain't
Right.
that the truth? Yeah. Checking Arkansas. I think we're in pretty good shape all across the state right now. No precip going on. You can see Fort Smith, Little Rock, Memphis on I-40, Fayetteville to Fort Smith on 49, Jonesboro on Highway 63 to Interstate 555. All the interstates, 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, 530 in Arkansas clear at this time, along with Highway 62 east and west, 65 to Branson, Little Rock, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas on Highway 67, 167. Memphis to Jackson in good shape, Interstate 155 to Dyersburg from Kennett, Missouri, looking good there. Northern Mississippi, Northwest Alabama, and eastern Oklahoma. State of Missouri, Poplar Bluff West on 160 to Branson, 60 to Springfield, looking good there. I-49 to Kansas City, 44 to St. Louis from Springfield, and I-70 across the state in good shape, as well as Highway 67 and Interstate 55 from Poplar Bluff, Cape Girardeau to St. Louis. Looking very good there. Southern Illinois from East St. Louis, Illinois, east on 64. I-57 South, Paducah, Kentucky on I-24. Union City, Tennessee, US 51. Looking very good. Heat advisory for extreme southwest Arkansas, northwest Louisiana, southern Louisiana, down around New Orleans, all the way up back up into southern Mississippi, parts of Texas and Oklahoma. That'll soon be over with no heat advisories. Looking at high today of 86, 88 on Friday, 92 on Saturday, 40% chance of showers then. Saturday night, 50% chance of showers. Football day is Friday. Going to be beautiful weather at Bomber Stadium. Then back on Sunday, it's 92 degrees and 87 on Labor Day. Checking iDrive Arkansas real quick. We had an accident earlier over in the Fayetteville area, I believe it was. Oh, we got something right here at Batesville. That just popped up. See what we have. On Highway 25 at 14, it's 4/10 miles south of Batesville. Have a problem there. Oh, large dark animal in turn lane. Somebody's cow got loose.
Uh-oh.
Oh, let's see what this is. Oh, deer got hit. That's what it is.
Animals.
Animals.
That would make you a dark animal if you get hit by a car.
I'll tell you what. Rough. Man, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look at Mountain Home real quick. A little bit of traffic at Cardinal 62 412 Business. You see Century 21 Lemac Real Estate right here. Got some cars at the light. A little bit of traffic today at Cardinal. And we'll take a look at Club Boulevard, look down the hill. This is my favorite shot. I really enjoy this shot right here. You see Baxter Regional Medical Center here, Clay Maxey Chevrolet, very, very mild traffic, no traffic really, the east side of town this morning. So what's out there is moving well. Missouri Department of Transportation, there's some maintenance issues going on Highway 65 to Springfield, along I-44, Highway 67 and I-55. So check MoDOT and iDrive Arkansas before you travel. And slow down for the construction zones. Whew, man, wow. Norfolk Lake at 558.16 at 6 feet above 552. Bull Shoals Lake at 667.34, 8.3 feet above 659. Pollen index right now 10 Scooter 10.9 on the index with 11 tomorrow. Wow. Crude oil. Western Texas International Crude 68.97 a barrel. Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 48 points, closing at 35,312.53. Hospital report for COVID-19, North Central Arkansas, the 13 counties, 13 on ventilators, 16 in ICU with, what's that number? Can't even see it right there. What's that? 82 admissions. 13 counties, 82 admissions, 16 ICU, 13 vents. We're getting better.
Right.
And now, web and paper design,
Web
David.
and paper design,
Tell
graphic
us about
design. Yeah. Build you a website. If you have a restaurant and you don't have a website, you need one, especially for your menu. I was talking to the guys I used to work with over at Ultima yesterday, telling them about how I'd be doing websites and going around to local restaurants. And we always complained when we would look them up that we couldn't find their menu. Right? I mean, think about that. What do they have to offer? You want to be online. It's 2021, people. So
There you go.
But yeah, logos. If you need a logo, brand identity. It starts with your logo.
While you're talking, let's scroll this down so people can see.
Right.
There you go. That cool.
My logo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Graphic
And
design, brand identity, and what we do.
Exactly. So go to webandpaperdesign.com and take a look at everything I have to offer. There's 20 pages of stuff to look at. It took me 2 weeks to build. So.
All right, webandpaperdesign.com. Call David at 405-4433.
Yes.
I got it memorized.
Yes, you do.
Well, there you go.
Very nice.
All right, coming up, Sheriff John Montgomery and Bob Reckman is going to stay around. Going to talk a little bit about Bomber football again with Sheriff and some other good things. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Live Bomber football is back on XL7 TV with announcers Bob Rechtenwald and Josh Kaminsky, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Watch every game live on XL7 TV or online at xl7tv.com/football. Every Friday night, watch the Bombers live, whether you are at the game or not. Also, enjoy a meal, drink, and watch the Bombers on XL7 TV live at the following restaurants every Friday night, only on XL7 TV. It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home. Home. Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back. Yeah, we're back with Sheriff Montgomery. How about a little Go Bombers beat Harrison this week?
Go Bombers beat Harrison.
There you go.
Very nice. Very nice.
You ever been to a Bomber Harrison game?
Have I?
Yeah.
Here. I didn't drive to Harrison before, but yes, I've been here. It's crazy.
It's an exciting time.
It is exciting. In fact, I've heard people say, and I won a great season, but I've heard people say that the season's made if we beat Harrison.
You know, in years past, I could bite all over that. Yeah. Yeah.
But we want more.
It would be good, yes.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you what, beating Harrison Week, this is Harrison Week, and beating Harrison Week actually started last night. The boys and girls golf teams both beat Harrison last night on the golf course.
Very good.
I'll have a little bit more about that here in just a minute. But, yeah, it's the beginning, and then junior high goes there tonight, and hopefully we can come out with some W's. And, of course, we've got tomorrow night, Bomber Stadium.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Well, Sheriff, one thing I want to point out, in your line of work, when you see kids, I'm talking young men, young women, all the way up to 18 years old, involved in sports activities like this, whether it's in the high school, maybe a church activity, something like that, and how it relates to reducing crime and
Well, I've always believed that sports, and when I say sports, I'm not necessarily talking it has to be football.
No.
But I don't know if it's wrestling or cheerleading or any organized activity. And even outside, intramural stuff or whatever.
Any extracurricular activity.
Absolutely. I think is a great asset because it teaches kids sportsmanship. It teaches them teamwork. It teaches them discipline and all those things. The list goes on. And I think it's real important because that takes their minds off of mischief and doing things they shouldn't be doing. And again, I just think it's a great thing.
In Baxter County and surrounding counties, another big sport is rodeo for young people.
Absolutely.
And I've gone to a couple and have really enjoyed it, and it's good to see, young people, get involved in rodeo. Rand Rodeo Company welcomes that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And, it's not really considered a sport, but what a lot of people don't realize is the FFA bunch with their show animals.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That stuff goes on all summer long, and it keeps that number of kids busy. And I think, like John said, my grandmother used to say, "You come home from school today, you're mowing my grass." Not, "Bobby, would you mow my grass?"
Right.
"You're mowing my grass today." How come? Because if you're not mowing my grass, you're going to be playing with little Tommy, and little Tommy's a troublemaker.
Right. That's right.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
Keep
the
him
grass
busy.
had better
Keep
be
'em busy,
mowed by the
yeah.
time Dad gets home from work.
Well, yeah, that works too.
So I got home at 3:30. He got home at 5:30. I had 2 hours to push Mom.
Yeah, that works.
What are we missing there? I mean, are kids involved in chores like we used to be? What do you say?
Well, no, I don't think so. And I think part of that's just, I mean, some of it's culture change, some of it's, family, the way family makeups are made now. And we're a society, I mean, my parents always said hard work never hurt anybody, our society's kind of changed that way. But that
are
goes.
kids afraid to sweat?
I don't think they know what it means to sweat.
Yeah.
I think a lot of parents decided, I'm going to make it easier on my kid than my parents did me.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, David, I think the problem, and maybe John can pitch here, I think the problem is there's so many split families.
True.
And when little Susie's with Mama wants to make it the best she can make it. And then when she goes to Daddy wants to be the best daddy and give everything that he can to make sure little Susie's happy.
And that's a huge mistake.
The discipline is gone.
Yeah.
The take responsibility for your own actions is gone. And it just leaves that child to go, I can do anything I want to.
Yeah.
And it's okay because
And
when I'm
no
at
problem.
Mom's, it's okay. When I'm at Dad's, it's okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, John?
And I totally agree, and add one more, and that's the lack of respect for authority. I mean, and I've watched it happen many, many times in law enforcement, heard many, many times even in the school system. I can tell you, if I got in trouble at school and they contacted the parents, I was in trouble and got home. I was in trouble before they asked me what happened.
Yeah, because chances are they knew before you got there, and they're just waiting for you. They're waiting for you to confess and say.
And but I've watched it happen again in law enforcement. My son or my daughter wouldn't do that. You're wrong. And so a lot of times the parents take up for the child over and over and over. And so the child knows, hey, I've got, there's no respect there. I don't have to respect that, whatever, teacher or law enforcement or whoever, because they know parents are going to take up for them. So, there's not an easy answer. But going back to the original thing we talked about, I think that's why coaches and leaders and teachers, again, whether it's FFA or whoever, teaching those kids and instilling that discipline and instilling the respect and all of those things carry on. And I'll say, it's not that every kid that participates in those programs turns out great and doesn't get in trouble. But I also believe in as I remember the preacher saying, we're sowing seeds. So you're sowing seeds, and some of them take, some don't take.
Yeah,
some don't take immediately. Some of them times they germinate later. And so sowing those seeds of, everything from respect and discipline and whatever, as they grow up later in life, you hope at some point it kicks in.
And it's after the seed's thrown and planted, they're not getting tended to like they used to be.
Correct.
Mr. Montgomery, meaning your dad, probably had a better hand on what was going on with all you boys. I know my parents did. There was 4 of us boys and 1 girl. They knew what was going on at school. They waited for you to come home to say, well, I did this, and this one wasn't right. And they corrected us. They didn't, oh, well, don't do it again. It was, okay, this is what you're going to be doing because you did that at school. You can't throw out a bunch of turnip seeds and expect corn to grow.
Correct.
If you're going to expect a harvest of corn, you got to nurture the corn and to make sure it happens and make sure it's good.
Good point.
Something else I want to bring up is we have a great retired community, and I'm sure you get 99%, if not more, percent of their support. And having them, they may not have a child in the school at all and just moved in from somewhere else. Get involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come support the school. And I'm sure that a lot of them support the sheriff's office. I know through the auxiliary. I know you get stuff all the time. So your thought of the retired community and your support for Sheriff's Office?
Well, and they've been great, and I can tell you so many of the retirees that's moved in will tell you that they moved here because, again, safety and I mean, there's lots of things. We have a quality of life here. To steal a phrase from Bob Zadora,
right?
Quality of life is just incredible when you look at everything. But part of that's safety. On that flip side, something that we have noticed over the years. What happens a lot of times is parents live in wherever, Chicago, California, wherever, and the kid's in trouble in big cities and they can't handle them, so they ship them here to live with grandma and grandpa. Well, grandma and grandpa is older, and they haven't had kids in many years, and so now you've got grandparents trying to raise the kids, and they really can't be as involved as they should be, and so little Johnny, little Susie are out here getting in trouble, and because they were already in trouble back somewhere else, and we're not being disciplined and taken care of, and so we see that a lot.
Yeah.
And I will say, and we talk about it, when grandparents come in and pay on their grandkids' fines. I'm sorry, that just doesn't sit well with me. To me, you did the crime, you need to do the time. You need to take responsibility for your own actions and step up.
Yeah, it's very true.
Speaking of crime,
okay.
I just want to tell you,
Sure.
I don't know you could really call it a crime, but while I'm sitting here, I'm getting pictures from my deputies who are fixing breakfast, without me.
Why do we always schedule that one?
And actually, I said that this morning. I said I think they do that on purpose. I mean, I think they schedule the breakfast, and that's Sergeant Binion, James Binion, who does that. Now, he's the one that couldn't make gravy, but I will tell you, after we bought him some books.
Making gravy.
He does a pretty darn good job.
There you go.
And the picture of course,
do you know that for sure? Have you actually tasted it?
Yes, I did. I did once, and it was good. And in fact, they sent me pictures of the food that they're eating, and then they sent pictures. Justin Haight and Craig Gates are sitting there watching the television eating, and so I got a picture of that. So
that's really not the way to suck up. They should bring biscuits and gravy here.
Right.
And you and I could eat
12:26
during
hours
break.
drive, guys.
Well, the problem with that is, and of course I joke and cut up with them, and we got a great crew, but I got now Brian Davis, Sergeant Davis. Now he's the gravy maker, I will tell you, and I think he's taught Binion finally.
And but by the reminder, Sergeant Davis, you don't live that far from my house. I'm home every Saturday morning. Just swing by.
But here's why they can't bring it. Do you all know Lieutenant Rick Lucy?
Oh, of course.
There's no food left.
I understand. Yes.
They wouldn't be any to bring here.
Okay.
So.
Rick comes in hungry.
There's a reason I dubbed him Big Rick.
Yep.
And
he's not big.
Give him a good smiley face anyway right there.
Well, and this is, by the way, and hello, sunshine. There's someone that will appreciate that, but this is here for a reason, so.
All right.
So what kind of needs you got right now in the sheriff's office?
Well, the number one need that we have is for people to stop being stupid.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, isn't it?
It's actually pretty simple.
Yeah.
What would be nice is the ones that are stupid would quit having this chronic stupidity spasms. Yeah. Because, you go to your sheriff's website and the repeat offenders.
No, it's ridiculous.
You look, I love that they've added to the website number of bookings in Baxter County or number, whatever that is. It's got
prior Baxter County bookings.
There you go, prior Baxter
so
County bookings.
I mean, how many times have you booked in
everywhere
Marion
else.
County, wherever, just here.
And you see it go from one, I've seen as many, I think it's 37 on a guy.
Oh, no, that's low.
Well, that's what I've seen. And I'm going, wait a minute. Why do the judges allow that?
Well, and we take sometimes criticism. Why do you keep letting them out? I let them out because I'm told to let them out.
Because it's the law.
Yeah, it's not you. It's not you.
No, and so you're right. But we added that feature probably 2 years ago or so, and I can tell you it was the feedback has been tremendous. By the way, speaking of feedback on the website, We're on track. I looked here about a week ago. We're on track for the 4th year in a row to top 2 million visits to our website.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's incredible. Yeah.
And Baxter County actually won an state award for that a couple years ago. That's how incredibly popular it is.
Were you the first in the state to have a site like that?
Yes, and I'm going to just quickly brag on my team. So we had a website when I took office, and of course most everybody has a website, but honestly ours was terrible. I mean, it was awful. But on top of that, you think about, why would you go to a law enforcement website? Well, I need to see an address, maybe a phone number, possibly see who works there, maybe.
Sure.
But why would you go? I mean, once you've gone once, you wouldn't go back. And so we've always said we need a working website, one that would cause you to go back and keep going back and keep going back, because we know if you do that, we can use that website to help us solve crime. We also believe in transparency, and so the more we can put out there to see the operations of what goes on with us and the community. So having said that, we finally sat down with my management team. We were trying to decide what all needs to be on there, and we were making a list. We end up working with a local company, Brooks Jeffrey Markings, actually, who helped us, and they sat down with us, and we developed the website. And this is what's funny, because you think about it now. I mean, everybody's got a web presence, etc. But this was in 2007.
Goodness.
And we called a press conference and had TV stations from Little Rock and Springfield and local, obviously, and Democrat Gazette. I mean, the room was packed to unveil our website.
Yeah.
And they all came down to see that. And so since then it's evolved and we've grown. And so if you take that, one of the things that's nice, and we worked out a deal again with the company, they've taken that website. It's been so successful that now more than 50%, I think that's close to 70% of every county in Arkansas has that website. They're in, I don't know, somewhere between 35 and 40 states now.
Wow.
Wow. Very good. That's awesome.
Hope you get royalties.
No, because I can tell you,
I think that's how that works. Now.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you're laughing because I've had that said before, but here's the deal. There is, without question, that website has helped us tremendously, putting somebody on the most wanted, or trying to track somebody down, or informing the public, you name it. That has been so successful for us. If another law enforcement agency, if that can help them like it's helped us,
there you go.
Well worth it.
Well worth it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You want to pull it up?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And we have a free mobile app too, by the way. If you don't have that, you can just go to your Play Store or whatever and just type in Baxter County Sheriff.
I didn't know you had that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can sign up for whatever alerts for press releases or most wanted or the inmate roster. Now we have several thousand people that every morning, roughly 6 a.m.
Bing,
bing,
and you get to see who got booked that night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And here's your press releases. You want to see what's on the media. Here's all your press releases. Here's your most wanted right here. Except to continue right here. Scroll through here.
By the way, Bob Zadora thinks people stop being stupid was pretty funny.
Bob Zadora what?
He thinks when I said we need them to stop being stupid, he thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. True statement.
The cold cases, these are just dead end cases.
Yeah, and I can tell you, we need to put we're looking at adding that. Those are, we realize it's going to be hit or miss, but you just never know. Somebody may explore around the website, decide to take the cold case and look and maybe have some information. So
and what's good about that is if somebody has skipped this area and has gone somewhere else, that they run across this website and say, oh, wait a minute, that guy looks awful familiar.
Right.
Well, just one real short war story. So, you remember the name Tammy Hansen?
Mm-hmm. David's too
500,
too young.
500 and some dogs. At the time, it was the worst animal cruelty case in U.S. history.
Yep.
Okay, so make it short. So they bring her in. She goes to court. Now, at that time, it was only misdemeanor. All of that was only misdemeanor. I will say because of that case, we were able to pass a felony animal cruelty law in Arkansas. But so she goes, found guilty, and is ordered to come back 2 days later for sentencing. Well, her and her husband skipped. So for over 3 years, we looked for her. And so I get a call one day from Vermont. And the sheriff up there goes, hey, I think we may have found somebody you're looking for. I've got somebody in my office that thinks that maybe, and said he found her on your website in the most wanted. And he said, but the problem is her hair is, dyed whatever, and he just can't quite be sure. And I said, so he's there right in front of you? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, let me look here for a second. So I looked and found a previous photo of her that had I can't remember if it's blonde or whatever it was. I said, hang on. So while I was there, I go in quickly and I changed the picture, and I could hear the guy scream from across the room, "That's her!"
Right on. Yeah.
Seriously. And
Definitely worked.
so
Wow.
that's one example, but how
That's
that
pretty
quickly
cool.
that worked.
Yeah.
We better grab a break. 7:41 more with the sheriff and Bob Reckmold right after this. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to Down on the Corner.
Yay!
Preempted it.
That's good. He does a better job.
So let's talk football, shall we?
Hey, let's finish talking about that golf match real quick.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear that.
I got to find it again real quick. That match was played at Big Creek.
Okay.
So the Goblins came over here. They also played the Salem Greyhounds. The Bomber Boys shot a 320. Harrison shot a 371. Salem shot a 458. Ripken Finley shot a 73. The girls' side, the girls shot a 262. Harrison shot a 302. And Salem shot a 404. Faith Hilbert shot her best round of the season so far with a 94. And things are rolling on with the golf team.
That's
Very
awesome.
Nice. Yes.
So, and now the
I didn't
volleyball
know any
girls,
of that meant,
the
but they won.
volleyball girls had a good, successful week this week. We'll have Coach Days on tomorrow. We'll talk to her a little bit about it.
Awesome.
And I do know that cross country is they're running their little legs off, so they're getting ready to start competing too. Pretty quick.
Overall, and Sheriff, you've got Norfolk, and of course you've got Cotter and Mountain Home, the three schools. when you have success in your school, it just kind of makes everybody feel good. You know what I'm trying to say?
I tell you, we've got good school systems
Oh, yeah.
here.
I have another question where that goes.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is the school furthest in the furthest point of the county?
Probably Big Flat.
No, the Big Flat goes to Stone County now. So
That's what I was wondering. Where do those
those go to Stone County.
over to Stone County?
Yeah.
They go to school.
Yeah. So either Norfolk or they go south into Stone County.
Okay. I was wondering that.
Yeah. And so, and again, but you look at academics, you look at sport. I mean, Norfolk, my gosh, they won state bowling tournament.
Yeah, 4 times in a row,
something like
Really?
that. I mean, yeah. Cotter, I mean, they competed, state championship last year. I mean, you in Mountain Home. I mean, we're again, and I'm hopeful football. I mean, and again, I do want to hear your take on the football and what you think.
It's always a big thing. Of course, back when you and I were younger, and you went to school West Plains, is there?
That's French for C.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. We see. So back in the day when you and I were still in high school, we played West Plains, and we would make that trip. And the Harrison game was always the final game of the Bomber season. Sometimes right around Halloween night, we might catch a Goblin game, and that was that was exciting in itself. Now they've moved it to the first game of the season, so now it has become the big challenge game at the end of the year to the big challenge game at the beginning of the year. I said this yesterday. I feel that this group of young men that will play tomorrow night have as good a chance as any to beat the Goblins. The Goblins lost some people. We lost some people. We lost a good number of people. But we have some things going on within our program that we haven't seen in a couple of years. We've got some good discipline that we've talked about already this morning. The discipline factor is back. Hold those players, student athletes, accountable for what they're doing and what they're learning or what they're supposed to be learning. They are trying to play as many athletes at a time, 11 on offense, 11 on defense. Very few of those student athletes will play both ways. At least that is the goal. You always get somebody hurt and his backup happens to be a starter on the other side. So things have changed a little bit. The swing is a little bit different for Mountain Home. It has been a long time since we beat the Goblins. How long? I don't care if it was 3 years ago. That's a long time. Any time that you don't beat them back-to-back, which we don't do very often at all, it makes you wonder, why can't we do that? Why can't we win back-to-back?
Where's the psychological part of this?
I don't know. John, Psychology 101.
I can't even spell psychology.
I tell you.
It's like, ooh, it's Harry. We can't beat them.
Well, I can tell you that in years past, and I've said this 100 times on your show and on mine too, this is my 26th year in the press box. Been a long time. The attitude of the players plays a lot to do with the psyche of the rest of the players. If the starters don't believe they can win this game, they will not win this game.
That's right.
If the second and third string don't have enough belief that they can win this game, they won't win this game. And it's strictly driven by the coaching staff. If that coaching staff has doubt, that doubt festers and it's ugly. This coaching staff, they believe that they can come away Friday night with the W. And that's where it has to start.
And then what it does to the self-esteem, it's just like in the sheriff's job. I mean, this bleeds over to everybody. When you have young people, high self-esteem, I can do this, positive. John's got a positive attitude, I mean, how would you like to have his job, dealing with what it does every day, and still has time to show a little smiley face, and to laugh about what's going on with the breakfast,
You look at the Tammy Hansen story. The build-up to find this woman, the energy that it took to get her and bring her back to here so she could face justice, there's a lot of build-up there. The build-up to the Harrison football game, the build-up to the beginning of any football season, starts way back when. This started at the end of last season. Guys, we finished this year. We had a good season. We're 6-6, first time in a long time. Now we've got to start building for next year. And guess what? The first game next year is going to be Harrison, and we got to do this, we got to do that. And it starts actually in the 7th grade. And you start that with the 7th grade program and build believability then, and it carries on. Everybody for years I've always asked me, what's the difference between Mountain Home football and Harrison football? You know, the towns are about the same size, blah, 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 blah. For a long time, Harrison had the same football coach for 30 years. Coach Tice was there forever, right? There was no changing of the guard. They knew once they got into that level, that's what they could expect. That's what they were going to do, and they wanted to win. I believe that Mountain Home is on a track that they can do the same thing. But, again, this practice for this game did not start Monday.
No,
it didn't start last Monday. It started last November when we wrapped up in the playoffs against Greenwood. It started then. John's job's the same way. The planning into everything that sheriff's office does starts months before the event. Now, you're going to have to chase somebody downtown with the squad car. That started exactly right then. But the prep work and the continuation of that to get that person to trial and into jail where he belongs, there's a lot of work that goes into that. Same thing with football.
Mm-hmm. Dang, that was profound.
That was.
You like that?
Yeah. Wow.
With that, let's take the break. We'll take the break and finish out with the sheriff after this.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Live Bomber Football is back on XL7 TV with announcers Bob Rechtenwald and Josh Kaminsky, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Watch every game live on XL7 TV or online at xl7tv.com/football. Every Friday night, watch the Bombers live, whether you are at the game or not. Also, enjoy a meal, drink, and watch the Bombers on XL7 TV live at the following restaurants every Friday night, only on XL7 TV. It's a matter of...
Welcome back to Down on the Corner.
Yay, we're back.
With host Dale.
And John. And Bob. And David.
So,
we're all in this together.
And, again, good morning, sunshine. You know who you are. This has been a fun show.
Good. Lots of positive vibes here. Sales tax has helped.
Let me tell you,
that's another positive.
I mean, you look around this area. I mean, construction going on, and obviously tax revenues are up, and that's good. We're just now about to head into budget season very shortly, so got a personnel meeting tonight to get something sent to the full quorum court and for the sheriff's office, and then we'll get that done hopefully in the next couple of months. And
speaking of personnel meeting, are you fully staffed at the moment?
Well, that we're short 2 in the jail, but let me tell you why it's a little difficult to answer that flat. So the answer on the sheriff's side is, yeah, we're technically fully staffed. The problem is we could not get any certified officers to apply for the last positions. And while I've said all along we love to promote from within, but because the training is so intense and I couldn't get any certified people already applied, I've got 4 people leaving in a week to go to the academy. Okay, now that's good.
Mm-hmm. But it's also bad.
Well, because I'm now will not get to use those 4 people until January.
So how do you fill those spots?
Well, I can't because I'm only allowed to have so many folks.
Because now it calls for overtime.
Exactly. So that's the downside. So when you, and of course we've talked about, we've got, and we're working this fall, and I will say the quorum court is I feel is committed to try to improve the wage scale for the deputies.
I was just going to ask, what is it going to take to get
we're going to
where the county's competitive with the area cities?
Yeah,
and it's not just Mountain Home; it's some of the smaller cities around too
I can tell you
that do and pay better than the county does.
I can tell you there is a police officer that we have hired part-time, and we would love to have her full-time, but again, at the time she was working in the private industry right now, but she left Pocahontas, Arkansas as a police officer. I don't know, 9-10 years experience. And if we had hired her, if she had agreed to come, she would have taken a $6 an hour cut in pay.
Wow.
From Pocahontas, Arkansas. Yes. I can tell you it's between $3.50 and $4 an hour cut in pay if you went from Gassville. It's about, I can go down the list. So
I ran into one of the previous deputies. He works at one of the Dollar Generals out of the many we have here in town. And I said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Oh, just catching some extra money." I said, "Well, you're still in law enforcement." "Yeah." I said, "Well, I know you're not with the county, so where are you?" He said, "I'm across the river." I said, "Why are you over there? Why aren't you still at the county?" He said, "The money is so much better." Yeah. And I'm thinking, a small town, under 1,000 population, pays better than Baxter County?
Right.
Something wrong with that picture.
Well, and so I will tell you, in years past, the problem has been lack of revenue. But that's not the problem now. And so I will say again, the quorum court has again, I'm getting calls and meetings. We can't meet. I can't meet with them in multiple, but I can talk to them one-on-one. The commitment is there. Now, we're going into budget season very shortly, and so the commitment is there to try to fix this problem. And I am hopeful. Now, in my mind, it's a 2-step approach, and tonight is just the beginning of step 1. Okay, and so we get that personnel issue, the personnel policy issue corrected, or what I believe needs to be corrected, and I think the quorum court agrees with me. And then that'll be voted on again in the next couple of months and get that done. Now we're into budget season, and now we're going to be talking about money and salary and whatever. But you're right. There is such a disparity. And if you look, and again, I've got lots of friends at City of Mountain Home. Police Chief Eddie Griffin, a dear friend of mine. Sadly, I was his training officer when he first started. That's how far back we go. But I think, I'd say 60-70% of their officers came from the county. Mm-hmm. And each time, you look at, it's just a huge disparity in salary. So, saying all that, I am very hopeful, and I say confident, that the quorum court's going to help us fix this problem this fall.
Good. Running out of time real quick. How about a go Bombers from our sheriff?
You want me to say go Bombers from our sheriff?
Yeah, go Bombers.
Why don't I say, let's go Bombers. Beat Harrison.
Let's turn it this way.
Get a close up of that.
There you go.
Come on, get a
go Bombers. Beat Harrison.
That'll be a filler for the football season.
Very nice.
About 10 seconds, final thoughts. Thanks for being here. Good show. Appreciate
Good show.
it.
Again, I just think this community is so awesome. I'm telling you, we get such support from this community, and the quality of life here is second to none. So,
yes, sir.
Again, thank you all.
With that, we got to run. See you tomorrow.